Hey guys, so welcome to my 9-week pregnancy update. 9 weeks! Oh my gosh, I am so happy that the nausea I had every single day is, I wouldn't say gone, but now it comes in waves. So before it was like legit, I would wake up and the whole entire day I was exhausted. I mean, you saw the last video, which is really depressing. I'm sorry how depressing that video was. But I am so thankful that that phase hopefully is gone. So right now what I'm feeling with the nausea, so it comes and goes. Like in the morning I feel a little bit. I have these protein shakes that I keep next or on my nightstand that, you know, as soon as I wake up I'll like kind of like lay up a little bit and then drink it to kind of like help me get started for the day, and that tends to help. I really like lay, even after I wake up I'll just lay in bed to kind of like make sure my body knows, hey, you're waking up. So that seems to have helped a lot. And so now I'll have like energy, and then I'll have a wave of like the kind of like the nausea again. But again, nothing like it was before. So I am so happy that phase is gone. That was terrible. And again, I apologize for that depressing video because I was just like over it. So 9 weeks right now, and I'm sure some of you guys are like, wait, where's the 8-week video? The previous videos I was doing, I was like 6 weeks in a couple days, and I was 7 weeks in a couple of days. So today I'm actually 9 weeks in 1 day. So I kind of kept like delaying the videos a little bit, not on purpose. But now by the time I make this video, I'm not 8 weeks anymore, now I'm 9. So that's why I'm calling it the week 9 update. So cravings, I still have them, but they're not as crazy as they were before. My nose is still insanely super strong where I can smell everything. Like literally when Chris and Emma went for a walk yesterday, they came back inside and they smelled like sunshine. Like, how does my brain even know what sun smells like? I don't know, but as soon as I smelled them, I'm like, you guys smell like sun. Like, I don't know why. So anyways, very, very strong scent still. So I'm still pretty tired throughout the day, and again, it comes in waves now, so at least it is better than it being all day. So like yesterday, for example, I took a nap while Chris took care of Emma, and I definitely needed it because I felt so much better after. And with my appetite, it's still kind of the same, where it's really difficult to find something that I can actually eat. And again, like one day I'll want this and then the next day I won't. Like for example, I was craving Pringles so bad, and corn. I don't know. So Pringles and corn is what I really wanted. So my mom sent us some Pringles and corn, and the Pringles, I had like the entire thing in one day because I was like, that's all I could eat that day. And the next day I woke up and I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to puke. But then I was able to eat it like 3 days later. So I don't know, it's really weird how it like comes and goes. And the corn is kind of what I'm like obsessed with right now. I made some yesterday, and the pieces were like this big, like little mini pieces. And I had, I think like 6 yesterday. And then this morning I had 2. So I'm just like eating a lot of corn right now, but whatever. Honestly, at this point, like I wish I was eating healthier, and it's just very difficult because it's just so hard to find something you actually want to eat. So right now, again, like my advice, if you're, you know, going through pregnancy, you're not feeling well, do not feel guilty that you're eating poorly, because it's better to eat something than you eat nothing and then like start puking. My advice is just eat what you can. This phase is not gonna last the whole pregnancy, or for most people it doesn't last for the whole pregnancy. Give yourself a break. Like this part is hard, and I did not have it this bad with Emma, or at least I don't remember. Maybe my brain forgot about it, I don't know. But this was definitely a lot more challenging this time around, I felt like. But I'm just glad it's over. It's over. Moving on. My boobs are no longer sore, which is nice. They do look a little bigger though, so it probably like did its job and now it's like done, but a little bigger. I still have very small boobs. So with Emma, I had like barely any pimples, like at all, throughout the entire pregnancy, and it was amazing. And with this one, I've noticed I want to say a lot, but I have gotten some. So it's just like, oh, what a bummer, because I really enjoyed like the last pregnancy when I had like nothing on my face. But again, every pregnancy is different. I still love the baby no matter what it does to me, and it's just what's, you know, what's happening right now. So I'll go ahead and show you guys my belly right now. Again, I don't know if it's really changed much, but that's what it is right now. So I really can't tell if that is anything or if that's just me eating terribly, which I have been doing. So that's all the update I have right now. But I kind of want to take this time to kind of have a little story time with you guys. I did mention in, I think, my first pregnancy video that I was going to talk to you guys about this. So this happened around week 5 of my pregnancy. And what happened, so starting from the beginning, we have a gate that separates, so in our room, we have the doors obviously, but we have a gate also, so there's like double protection for Emma not to get to the dogs. So we have this gate and it's pretty tall. Like if I'm standing next to it, it's like almost up to my hip or a little bit higher. I don't know, maybe it's here? I don't know, pretty high though. Anyway, so we have some windows in our room, obviously, and the dogs, and it's a low window so the dogs can actually like see through it. And I was eating mashed potatoes that I have, or potato salad, I think it's potato salad. I was eating potato salad and I was like eating, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden I hear my dogs barking like crazy, and then I hear them start fighting. So, and this happened in like 3 seconds. So like, I don't know what it was, like maternal instincts or whatever, or just me being an idiot. But when I heard them fighting, like I didn't know if they were fighting each other. Like I just didn't know what was going on because that never happens. With potato salad in hand, okay, I run towards the room and the door was open, but the gate was still up there. And instead of just like opening the gate and walking through, I like try to jump over it. Like literally, I'm like, woo, like with potato salad in hand, okay? So I'm jumping over this gate. I don't know why. And like mid-air, I realized what I was doing and I was like, wait, like what am I doing? And I think that kind of stopped my momentum. So instead of like continuing and like jumping over it successfully, what I did was I like jumped in. That's about here is whenever I was like, what am I doing? And then I just like fall like right there. It was the worst. I feel like I almost like bounced off. It was like boom, boom, and then I went through. And then when I finally made it past the gate, initially I didn't realize the excruciating pain I was in because I was worried about my dogs. And then I find out they are fighting through the window. They saw, so in our neighborhood we have like deers and stuff randomly, like it just the way this neighborhood is, and they were fighting through the window. And once I realized they were okay, I put my potato salad down, and then the pain starts coming and I'm like, oh my gosh, like it hurts so bad, so bad. So I knew I probably cut something. Like it was like pretty bad. I legit like landed like boom, like right on my you know what. So I go to the bathroom and I see that, you know, like bleeding a little bit but nothing too bad, but I was like whatever, like I expected that. So I like relax. I don't really walk around that much. And then about like 2 hours later I go to the bathroom and then I look down and it's swollen. Like the entire left side was just swollen. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what the heck did I do? And then that's when it started to like hurt again. And so then I called my mom because she's a nurse practitioner, and my sister, she's a PA. So I called both of them. And then I like kind of told them what happened and I explained like what was happening. And they're like, yeah, you have a hematoma, which basically what that means is that, so there's vessels obviously in your body, and when I fell, I like bursted a vessel, and so that it starts bleeding internally. So what I should have done is I should have iced it right away, which I did for like 10 minutes, but I should have done it for longer because that could have like stopped the amount of bleeding that was happening internally. But since I wasn't really like seeing it, because of course it was internal, I didn't really think anything much of it. Like I knew it was kind of sore, but you know, whatever, I just landed on it. Of course it would hurt. And yeah, so they were like, you have a hematoma, you need to make sure you're icing it, like lay down, like you need to stop it because like who knows how big it can get. So I was like, wonderful. That was the day after I found out I was pregnant. So no one knew at this point, and so I'm like freaking out internally because I'm like, what if like I do something to the baby? Like what if the hematoma like does something? Like I don't know. I was kind of freaking out. The next day I went to the OB just to make sure like everything was okay. And I was hoping that they could see with like an ultrasound to see like if the bleeding was still happening, because the next day it was like super swollen still and very painful. But it seemed like it wasn't changing in size, but still like it was ridiculous. Like you obviously, I'm not gonna share any photos, but like it was insane how swollen it was. Like I've never seen something like that before. So I go to the doctor. I let them know that I think I'm about 5 weeks pregnant. Well, initially actually I thought I was 6 weeks pregnant. But then whenever they did the ultrasound, they were like, well, you're kind of measuring more at 5 weeks. And then I realized that ever since I've had Emma, now I ovulate 3 weeks after my period instead of 2. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. Like that would make sense that I'm actually 5 weeks now. So I wasn't really worried about that. But they were saying that like right now that they didn't see a heartbeat at this point, but that they want to check again in a couple weeks. And again, like it could have been because it's too early, because I was 5 weeks, and sometimes you can't really tell until like 6 or 7. So I wasn't too worried, but of course that's not something you want to hear. And he was kind of just explaining to me like, you know, sometimes the heartbeat just never starts, and like you really have to wait for that until it's like a viable pregnancy. So I do have my appointment in a few weeks to make sure everything's going okay. But I mean, I haven't had any bleeding since then, so to me I guess that's a good sign. But of course it's always in the back of my mind that like because of that moment and they didn't see a heartbeat then, it does kind of worry me a little bit. But I mean, at the end of the day, I just keep doing what I'm doing, keep taking my prenatals, and just waiting for my appointment so that I can actually hopefully see this cute little baby in my belly. But yeah, so that's my story about the time I completely destroyed my area. So I just wanted to tell you guys because again, I did bring it up, but then I forgot to do it in the next video because I was feeling like crap. So that is what happened. Well, that wraps up my week 9 pregnancy update. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you can see just our progress throughout this pregnancy and just everything that happens along the way. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.